Hey, what's up? I'm Rekeema. Welcome to detaileddream. Okay, so there may come a point in your life where you may need to start fresh. Maybe you need to refresh yourself to become a better person, or you may be tired of doing the same things day in and day out, so you just need a new routine. I know for me, I get tired of doing the same things over and over. It kind of drives me insane. Whatever the case may be, starting over is never a bad thing, and it should never be frowned upon because it's your life and you should live it how you want, right? But if you did have to go back and start over from the beginning, how would that look? How will you be able to improve your daily life? What essentials could you use to make your life easier? So if you're looking to start fresh with some basic essentials to improve your daily life, here are 8 essentials that I use mostly because the point is to work smarter, not harder. These are essentials that I've basically been using for years, and they are sort of like the foundation to aid in making my life a little easier. Whether that be for my professional life or just ordinary everyday life. These 8 essentials have always been there when I needed them. And to be quite frank, life will be a little difficult without them. Let's start with one of the most important essential items that every single person should have: a slim wallet. If you're still walking around with one of those thick wallets, you know, the ones with the flip down picture album on the inside.
Look at this thing. It's huge.
Not only is it a horrible sight to look at, it's messing with your style. You may have on this amazing outfit that has you feeling your absolute best, but this monstrosity of a wallet completely ruins it. A slim wallet is virtually invisible and does not stick out like a sore thumb. I picked up this wallet from Amazon maybe 5 years ago for about $10, and it's one of the best purchases I've ever made. It still looks new and is holding up very well. Does anyone really walk around with that much stuff in their wallet? Anyways, if you're looking to start fresh, you cannot go wrong with a slim wallet. It forces you to only carry what is absolutely needed. And 99% of the time, it's only an ID, a couple of credit cards, and some cash, right? Ditch the thick wallet and slim down those pockets. No need for unnecessary bulges, and it's just an all-around better look when you take it out to make a purchase. I don't know about you, but I do not want to pull out a wallet the size of a Harry Potter book. Pick up a slim wallet. It's an important essential. This next essential is a major oversight. Major. And that's not using chapstick. The devil is in the details and in the cracks of dry lips. I'm telling you, chapstick saves lives and lips out here. I can't begin to tell you about the countless times I've been saved by chapstick. Dry lips is not a good look, especially in the professional world. Or you could be on a nice little date, and I promise you that will be the only thing that they will be paying attention to. Just that little oversight can cost you a good thing, so just make sure you're swiping up. Now, I'm not saying walk around with glossy motor oil on your lips, but just get your favorite chapstick or even a dab of Vaseline will go a long way. The feeling of dry lips are very uncomfortable, and that's your body telling you that you need something, and quick. There's a few brands that I alternate between. A couple of my favorites that I get from Target are Burt's Bees and EOS. There's way more to lip care like lip scrubs, but I won't get into that today. Yes, you want to make sure that you're drinking enough water too, but just make sure you have some form of chapstick at all times. This third essential is by far a favorite I would definitely start with if I had to start fresh, and it's one of the main things that get noticed, and that's your hands. Getting yourself a nail grooming kit is by far a life changer. You may not think hands are that important, but believe me, seeing someone with well-kept hands is a clear sign that someone cares about the details. You want to keep your nails trimmed and filed at all times. I'm not saying that you need to get manicures, but maintaining your hands and nails yourself is good enough, yes? Nail grooming kits are not expensive at all. I picked up this set from Amazon about a year ago for $15. Now believe me, I don't use everything in this set because I would probably need stitches from cutting myself with something. The nail clippers and file is probably as far as I would go with this. I honestly don't know how to use all of the tools in it. I don't mind because I just use what gets the job done. I can't be out here in business meetings with dry hands and brittle nails. I don't know what I would do without this next essential. It's probably in my top 3 of all needed daily life's essentials. I'm sure many of you have seen other YouTubers talk about it, and that's Manscaped. Talk about a lifesaver. This is not an ad, it's just a product that I've been using for the better part of 2 years now, and I don't think any other body shaver compares to this. As you can see, I'm still on the 1.0 version, and I think they just came out with the 4.0. I have no desires of getting the new one because this one just works perfect for me. And it's something that I stand by because it gives me the confidence when I'm taking care of business. This has to be the best body shaver that I've ever used. It has definitely made life easier. If I had to start fresh, Manscaped would definitely be something that I pick up. I forgot to mention I will have all of the items that I talk about in this video linked in the description below. So help yourself to some links. Moving right along to the next essential that should be a given to everyone, and that's finding yourself a good fragrance. One fragrance that's kind of like your signature. How do you want to smell? Fresh, woody, earthy? No need to shop for a collection, just pick one fragrance that works well with your body chemistry and build your way up from there. Picking a fragrance that you like is like finding a needle in a haystack, but once you find that fragrance that works, it feels like your life has changed. It increases your confidence, you dress better, you walk better, you talk with conviction. And that in turn opens up so many doors of opportunity, and that's just from fragrance. Now that's some powerful stuff. A fragrance is more than a scent, it becomes part of the person that you are. You know when you see someone and you say, man, it looks like they smell good. Well, they probably do. Fragrances should be a part of everyone's essential list. These next two essentials on my list kind of goes hand in hand. Two of the same but serves two different purposes. The first one I want to mention is getting yourself a good old steamer for your clothes. No one should be walking out the house with wrinkled clothing. No one. You buy your steamer once and it pays for itself 10 times over. You may not have the time to sit there and iron, and that's where the steamer comes in. Fill it with water, turn it on, wait for it to steam, and knock those wrinkles out quickly. I picked up this little steamer from Target about 2 years ago for $20, and it's one of the best investments I have ever made, clothing-wise. I would more than likely go for a really good one when I feel like spending that type of money. I seen the one from Samsung called the Air Dresser, where you hang your clothes in it and it steams and sanitizes them. It's about $1,000. Is it overkill? Probably. But it looks really nice, so that's an excuse, right? This next essential that goes along with the steamer is the trusty old lint roller. It's so underrated. I use this lint roller for everything. My clothes, my bed sheets, my couch, practically everything. It can literally change your shirt or sweater from a dusty pale color to a more vibrant color that it was intended to be. Staying fresh at all times is an essential, but if you have lint on your clothes, it's not a good look at all. The lint roller is probably one of the most overlooked items, but it's also the cheapest. For a few dollars, you buy the lint roller and a few replacement rolls, and you're set for about a year. Before walking out the door, give yourself a look in the mirror and make sure everything is on the up and up. And you may notice that your shirt is full of lint. 5 seconds later with this thing, and you're good to go. Get yourself a lint roller. You'll be glad you have it for that one time that you need it. For the last essential, if I were to start fresh, and is by far the most important item that trumps everything else on this list without a question. That's simply reading books. Whether that be books on finance or life in general, I feel that there is no better teacher than simply reading books. Let me put it into perspective for you. The average CEO reads 5 books per month, which equates to about 60 books a year. And the average person just reads 1 book a month, which is 12 books a year. That's a huge difference in terms of everyday knowledge and just the different things that we encounter in our everyday lives. With reading comes experience. You have a better outlook on things that you've never thought about before. And when certain opportunities arise, you know exactly what to say or do because you have this stored knowledge in your memories. I mean, you can learn anything you want in life just from reading. Money, books, psychology, you can even learn languages. There is absolutely no everyday life essential better than a good book. Notice I say good because there are some books out there with just a lot of fluff with no valuable information. But for the most part, it's relatively easy to find something good that you wish to know more about. A book would be the very first thing that I look for if I ever had to start fresh. Life's essentials are exactly that, important items that you absolutely need in your daily life. These items can make your life easier, or they could also be a burden. It's up to you to gauge what's needed or not. Trim the fat from your life and you will definitely see most things that you have, you don't really need. Except chapstick. Everyone needs chapstick. Speaking of essentials, if you're looking for some pretty amazing sneakers, then you should check out my review on the Thursday sneakers. They are my official pick for the summer, and it's one of my favorite videos that I've made so far. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to you soon.